Yeah, my camera's on.
No, what?
Welcome everyone to our high stakes fantasy draft. Thought it'd be fun to see everyone get to play along. Kramer, enough messing around. Put up the board. We are drafting from the 7th spot. And what do we got so far? We got Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb. Wow, that's crazy. Tyreek Hill, number 4 guys on the clock.
People, this is true high stakes when you're on Yahoo. People hate Yahoo. I got in a debate, sleeper versus Yahoo. People are still into sleeper shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Not a fan of sleeper. Brees Hall goes. Now, Ryan, this is full point PPR, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Not much to add here. There's some slight tweaks to the quarterback rules, but nothing to care about. Do we have what is our best case scenario here?
AJ Brown, locked and loaded.
Okay.
Well,
is there anyone there that would change your mind?
Well, who's available?
I'm not super interested in Bijan.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson is interesting to me, kind of. Jamar Chase is kind of interesting to me.
Amon-Ra goes.
I can't even really get it would be hard for me to even be too upset about the pick at this point because Chase Jefferson, you can throw shade at him. Garrett Wilson probably a little higher on my board, but I understand teamwork.
What do we have a way to see the available players?
We have a way. So if not in presenter mode. Can I throw up players? Possibly not.
Okay.
I can put them up. Yeah, I don't. This presenter mode does not have available players. I don't think. Oh no, Sean. AJ Brown goes.
Really? Fuck.
It's almost like that was a targeted attack. Do we take Garrett Wilson? I think that's the guy we both like. I mean, Jamar Chase is falling because of the contract thing.
How do we not take Justin Jefferson?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've taken him as high as number 2. So.
All right. Fuck.
Is Saquon now? Are you going to want Saquon Barkley now?
I don't know. We'll see who. I'm also fine punting running back unless
especially in a league like this, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Bijan's still on the board. Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Puka Nacua, Jahmyr Gibbs.
This will be interesting to see. I mean, I guess I'm not opposed to going running back. I mean, if Jonathan Taylor, is he falling into the second round now?
I think so. I think it's possible.
Bijan goes. That's not surprising. Who are you hoping for, Ryan?
The second round is interesting. It's kind of. I've been doing a lot of these FFPC drafts, and so I have definitely found myself taking a lot of tight ends in the second round. And so when I think about in normal scoring, I don't know. This is I'm imagining that we're going to be looking at a receiver we like. So like, I get the sense that some of these guys are going to fall. I mean, it's also interesting. I haven't really done too many leagues like this with civilians in it. Yeah.
Do we know these guys are civilians?
I assume there's civilian tendencies.
Jonathan Taylor goes. Not shocking. Jamar Chase. Garrett Wilson's still available. He's not going to make it out of the first round, right?
I wouldn't imagine. But I don't know. I think when you get into the room with people who are playing for a lot of money, they're going to do what they want to do. It's the biggest thing I learned from doing these. You kind of just, who cares about ADP? ADP matters if you're doing 150 drafts. ADP doesn't matter if you're doing one draft, Sean.
That is true. Yeah, I mean, you should always draft the guys.
Who
you
gives
like.
a shit?
It's like CLV.
If you're picking 12 and 13, you're not going to be able to get someone who has ADP 22. So do you just not draft them, or do you just reach? I like how it has moves from last year. We made a move picking up Josh Oliver for Joshua Kelly. Very sharp there.
Saquon goes in the first round. That's pretty surprising.
Not again, Boomer. I mean, you got the running backs. This is maybe they're a little old school. They like their. Now, why you need to take all the time?
Garrett Wilson and Jahmyr Gibbs go. I don't know, Ryan. Is there any running back we're even considering?
No.
Right?
No. Well, we will be happy with the run. Zamir White later, Jerome Ford later, Jalen Warren or Najee Harris. Sounds like
Josh
Jalen Warren
Jacobs
practicing Josh Jacobs later.
Yeah.
Although Jacobs probably goes much earlier in this draft, like third.
But
I would say Jacobs in the third round.
Yeah. Not necessarily. I mean, look at this. Derrick Henry off the board.
Oh, wow. So maybe Josh Jacobs will go this round. So what's the receiver? We should start talking about the receivers.
Who's available?
Well, we got. There it is. Puka's still on the board, which at some point he becomes interesting. Marvin Harrison's still on the board. Kyron Williams there, not interested. Drake London, not interested. Devontae Adams on the board. Mike Evans, interesting. He's very high in Yahoo rankings. Then you have Chris Olave, who just went. So Marvin Harrison just went. Chris Olave, Cooper Kupp, Nico Collins. It's a weird. Like I said, it's kind of a interesting stretch of players. We have to sweat 2 picks here. If Puka's there, do we take him? You worried about that leg? My pick at this point.
I mean, I'd rather have Cooper Kupp where he's getting drafted too, right?
Well, with Yahoo, it's not that much further down the board, and so there is that. Like for me right now, I'm probably locking in on Chris Olave. I don't know how high you are on him. Really, just a target share situation. Puka does go. Don't have that difficult decision to make.
Well, yeah, because I'd rather hang around and snap up Cooper Kupp later.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Yahoo has Cooper Kupp only 5 spots down the board, so very, very intriguing. The tight ends probably too early to be looking at a tight end. Probably too early to be looking at a quarterback. The guys I'm noticing a little underrated: Malik Neighbors and Michael Pittman ranked pretty low here. In the receiver room, Rashee Rice is pretty low.
I mean, I like Rashee Rice, but do we have to get him in the second round?
No, that's what I'm saying. These guys are all like 3rd, 4th, 5th round. Devontae Adams goes. So our choice for receiver: Drake London, Mike Evans, Chris Olave. By Yahoo rankings, Cooper Kupp, and then like Ayuk and Debo and.
I mean, for me, it's Mike Evans or Olave.
It's Olave for me. There's no competition, no target competition.
Okay.
I like him a little bit more.
Mike Evans has been good to us historically, Ryan.
Mike Evans has been. He's older though.
Okay.
He's older. I would go Olave here.
Chris Olave.
We're just gonna stack receivers.
All right.
We know what we're doing.
Dude, can we get? I mean, if we can get Rashee Rice or Cooper Kupp in the third, that would be awesome.
Well, Rashee Rice definitely. He's ranked pretty low. I think our aspirations in the third round could be higher than that, Sean. Cooper Kupp might not be there. You feel good about Cooper Kupp this year?
Yeah, he's totally healthy coming into the season.
Josh Jacobs could also be the pick next round.
Yeah. I guess we could see what we got running back wise. I guess I wouldn't mind starting 3 receivers. That doesn't feel crazy.
We'll see. I wonder when the quarterbacks will go. How's the chat doing?
Chat's good. Magic Man Blanco saying should have went Evans. Trust Dick Puncher.
Don't hate Evans.
A lot of competition. Williams goes.
You like McMillan?
It's true.
it's objectively there's a lot less competition in New Orleans.
It's true. They're in a dome.
PPR, we get the catches. There's only 2 teams that have gone receiver so far.
That is surprising. Olave, 87 catches, 11-23, 5 touchdowns.
How many games?
11.
Yeah.
Well, no, 16. Sorry. 11 started. I don't know why they only have.
He's banged up a bunch.
Yeah. All right. 3 receivers. This will be interesting.
I certainly think if I'm going to sort by running backs, the only running backs I'm looking at right here. So Pacheco, Achane, ETN, Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, James Cook, Rashad White. The only guy that's interesting in this range to me by a mile is Josh Jacobs. If he doesn't make it back to us, then we're probably talking wide receiver or tight end, right?
Yeah, I mean, if Josh Jacobs is there.
Receivers the receivers on the board: Drake London, Cooper Kupp, Nico Collins, Brandon Ayuk, Debo, DJ Moore, Devonta Smith, DK Metcalf, Jalen Waddle, Pittman, and Neighbors, and then Cooper and Rashee Rice, and then Flowers.
Cooper, Rashee Rice,
a lot of guys.
Devonta Smith, bunch of good options.
These guys taking the entire clock. Donkeys. Oh, first quarterback goes. It's Dominic the Donkey. I don't think we need to rush quarterback. I mean, I'm fine taking a good one, but this feels early.
Yeah.
This feels like he didn't know who to take.
We can wait and get a rushing quarterback.
He probably didn't know who to take. Like, shit, I should just take Josh Allen. So 3 teams with 2 receivers. 3 teams with 2. Josh Jacobs goes. So 3 teams with 2 receivers, we're way ahead of the curve.
Drake London goes. Okay. Then Jalen Hurts. Damn it.
Interesting.
I'm surprised we weren't going to have that debate.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's just the influence of the ADP and the Yahoo, but some of it's just clearly this guy had a plan. He won the draft to pick his draft spot. He said, "Give me the first pick. I want McCaffrey." Probably felt like he got a steal in Drake London, and then saw Josh Allen go. So he's like, "I gotta go."
Yeah, I don't hate the idea of going quarterback. I mean, Mahomes to me is the only non-rushing quarterback that's interesting. Plus, you can just wait so long.
Burrow's not interesting to you?
Yeah, CJ Stroud somewhat.
I'm kind of Kamara goes. What
wow.
I mean, I feel like either we're gonna end up with no running backs, or
I mean, there's only 3 teams that don't have a running back, Ryan. We're one of them. Are we nervous?
No, never. Favorite game to play is running back chicken. And God damn it, I want to get Michael Pittman on. Oh man, and Malik Neighbors is available. This is crazy. Malik Neighbors in the 4th round if he's there, Sean.
Okay.
In the 3rd too is probably a good conversation.
Magic Man Blanco pointed out we can just wait and get Levis. Like where it says
Levis. Yeah, that's true. It's true. Do we think? Oh, Cooper Kupp goes.
Damn it.
All right. So my top. Any of the running backs interesting to you, Sean? We got Pacheco, Achane, Mixon, Cook, White, Walker, Aaron. No, right?
No.
Yeah. So tight ends: Trey McBride, Travis Kelce, Sam Laporta, Dalton Kincaid, Mark Andrews. I mean,
I don't know if I want to be the first to get a tight end. Like I mean, rattle off the receivers. I feel like receivers.
Nico, Ayuk, Debo, DJ Moore, Devonta Smith, DK Metcalf, Jalen Waddle, Pittman, Pittman, Neighbors, Cooper, Rashee Rice. Like these, it does seem like these guys are going.
Yeah, I would
later.
much rather. I mean, I'd take Rashee Rice. Rashee Rice is available. I'd take him
right now. I think we could wait and take him in the 4th. I mean, there is a decent amount of competition there, and I don't think you. I don't know if I like Rice before Kelsey is probably too early for me. That's how I would make the comparison.
It's true.
Nico All right. Any interest in Ayuk or Samuel? DJ Moore, Devonta. I mean, my rankings here would probably be Neighbors, Pittman, Waddle, Devonta Smith, all in a tier ahead of everyone else.
Pittman's fun.
Neighbors, Pittman, Devonta Smith, and Waddle. Let's see. Do we have another team going 3 receivers here? Probably not, right?
No. Well, maybe this guy.
No, if they're looking at the board, they know what to do.
Panicking.
No, he's like, look at all these. Well, I know a lot of people like Isaiah Pacheco in this range. Oh, there he goes. So we could be the first team to start 3 receivers. Who's the receiver you like here?
Devonta Smith. It's pretty good. All right, Ryan, what do we got receiver wise?
All right. So per Yahoo ADP, it's Ayuk, Samuel, then DJ Moore, Devonta Smith, DK Metcalf, Waddle, Pittman, and Neighbors. I would put Pittman and Neighbors ahead of all, and like I said, Devonta Smith ahead of all of those guys.
Why don't we go Devonta Smith and then we can get Rashee Rice, Neighbors, Pittman in the 4th round, right?
I mean, honestly, based on what I'm looking at, Rashee Rice will get to the 5th.
All right.
You want to? I'll give you an eagle, but we're taking Neighbors next round.
All right. And then we got to start drafting running backs, I guess, at some point. But
4
Devonta
receivers:
Smith, Chris Olave, Justin Jefferson is a great way to start.
Yeah. So it's 2 receiver, 1 flex. So I still like taking 4 straight receivers or a tight end. Maybe the tight end's next.
Yeah, I mean,
but if Neighbors is there, we're taking him.
If McBride is there, are we going to take him?
Maybe, but I like Kincaid just as much, and I think we could wait on him. They're almost certainly intimidated by our 3 straight receiver start. Because if you take 4 receivers off the bat, you don't have to waste any additional roster spots. You can manage the season with 4 really good receivers. Shocked by how fast these running backs are going. DK Metcalf gone.
Patrick Mahomes, Ryan.
I don't understand. It's like they don't know how the game is played. It is true. When you only do a couple drafts, you just don't know.
Well, Kamara, Chris Hall pointing out Kamara is a PPR monster. I don't disagree. I just probably
feels very early.
But I guess in his defense, look at how many running backs have been taken. Like if you like Alvin Kamara, you probably have to take him in the 3rd round in this particular draft, right?
Team 10 knows. No, I mean, think about it. You have so many roster spots. If you, I mean, I think too often people try to fill out their starting lineup. Like, are you beating your competition to the flex spot? Yes. 2, because the idea is you're going to be able to compete at running back. Like you have to almost assume you can put something together in a draft like this where you're going to have like we're going to draft Jerome Ford later, and he's going to at least start for us those first 4 weeks. Week 1 against the Cowboys, great matchup. Do you think the team 10 starts 4 straight receivers?
This will be an interesting chicken. Kelsey goes first. So Ryan, Trey McBride, you have him below Malik Neighbors.
No.
So if Trey McBride's there, we're taking him.
Probably.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. Not opposed to. I think Trey McBride, Malik Neighbors, Rashee Rice, one of those, right? Pittman in there.
Waddle's in there too.
God damn, this team's going to be good.
But that's why you take, even if we hit our bench with a stud receiver, you don't have to have 3 bench receivers.
And Chris Hall pointed out Rashard White also PPR monster. Like Rashard White, Josh Jacobs.
I like White less this year with I just think that the offense is going to pass a little bit more, and I think they brought in Bucky Irving for a reason. I do think this is now another year where a coaching staff has wanted to have Rachaad White do less. Do we like Kyler? Not now, but in general. Who's the quarterback? Or we just wait.
Yeah, just wait. I mean, AR-15, like all the Lamar.
Well, per
AR-15,
ADP, the next quarterbacks to go are AR-15, Kyler, CJ Stroud, Jordan Love, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, I mean, we can wait and take Jaden Daniels, take AR-15,
Will Levis.
I mean, there's already been 4 quarterbacks taken. We don't need to.
Wow, they're really rushing to do this. Tight end board is now McBride, Andrews, Kincaid.
Man, I know I'm a Mark Andrews hater, but like he just got back to practice after that car accident. Like I don't know.
Sounds like it wasn't.
They say it's not a big deal, but I'm just skeptical of his season. Feels like it's off to the wrong foot already.
I heard a notable handicapping podcast tout Isaiah Likely. That wasn't us. So shout out to Coastal Carolina. Probably didn't even know they played on the teal turf there. So is Kyle Pitts off your board?
Yes. Joe Mixon goes.
What are we taking all the time for, guys? What are you consulting your fantasy advisor? By the way, if anyone's been tuning into NFL Network a lot, unbelievable. They made a decision to cut down on the fantasy staff clearly, and they're trying to have non-fantasy guys do fantasy. It's really horrible. All right, Sean, I see that Team 10 got scared running back chicken and went with a running back.
Yeah. Rachaad White goes.
Pussy. I kind of would rather gamble that Kincaid makes it back around to us and take Neighbors. But I also like McBride a lot. Oh. Well, all right.
So what do we got?
We made a deal.
Rashee Rice.
We made a deal.
Rashee Rice.
Deal done. 4 straight receivers. Now we can talk about other positions. Although if Rashee Rice is there in the 5th, we're taking him. And we're not taking any more receivers. I'm gonna put Kincaid in the queue.
I mean, this is a pretty good 4 receiver set.
All right, running back.
Who are we benching week 1 though?
Oh, well, one game at a time. One game at a time.
Tomcat saying we're stocked on receivers.
I think we might be considering
no more receivers, Ryan.
One more in the rest of the draft.
Yeah.
Again, you got to trust me with this stuff. The managed leagues draft a lot of cuttable running backs and make sure your receivers are all studs.
Yeah, I mean, injury aside, each one of these guys you expect to have a pretty good season. So,
I mean, honestly, the handicap for me would be don't play the player playing in the international game when it comes to passing games.
How dare you?
Just for this week. If you're asked, like, if we were to look at consensus rankings for week 1, I'm sure Devonta Smith is ranked beneath all of them. But when AJ Brown goes down, he's going to have a huge year.
How dare you, Ryan?
I assume that's why we took him. It's a little bit of a hedge for your AJ Brown player of the year, offensive player of the year. Jalen Waddle goes.
All right. So who's top of the running back pile? I assume that's where we're going.
James
next.
Cook just went. I mean, we have the likes of Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, James Conner, Ramondre Stevenson, Raheem Mostert, Najee Harris, Zamir White, Javonte Williams.
Najee is interesting.
DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson, Warren, Singleton. Yeah, just a bunch of those split backfield situations.
Did Josh Jacobs already get drafted?
Yeah, in the 3rd round, 2nd round.
Oh yeah, shit. I mean, Najee is good. especially with the Warren a little banged up.
I mean, I'm fine with James Conner.
Yeah, James Conner or
He's
Kenneth
kind of an
Walker.
unsexy pick, but
I think Kenneth Walker could be pretty interesting.
yeah, good usage. I think this is the range where we either take a running back or we take Dalton Kincaid. Are you in on Kincaid? Really? Okay.
I mean, I guess we're not taking him super early, so I'm in on that. I'm not like
The idea is he's the last elite tight end. Target share, Sean. Who's getting the target share in Buffalo?
Yeah, Dawson Knox. Kenneth Walker goes.
Dawson Knox is hurt. I know you like Dawson Knox, but yeah, I don't know. Seemed like he missed a bunch of off-season time with an injury.
He's not hurt. Where are you seeing that?
He missed a lot of the off-season with an injury. He got hurt in training camp. And I think Dawson. The idea that Dalton Kincaid gets 25% of the target share up there in Buffalo, and now he's going after Mark Andrews. Okay. Aaron Jones. No, we already have a Viking. Zamir White too. I mean, think we can pencil him in the 6th round. I think. What do you think about that?
Zamir White. Yeah. I like Zamir White. We've talked him up a bunch.
I mean, if he ends up being our RB1, is that a problem?
A little, not a huge problem.
I mean, how many of these guys are getting 20 carries a game, Sean?
Magic Man Blanco saying, I want Luke Musgrave anyway. Yeah, I mean, we could just wait around on tight end and get Luke Musgrave.
He's splitting. I mean, as much
Dallas
as I like
Goedert.
it, as much as, well, we already have an Eagle.
Yeah, but who says we can't have two, Ryan? Their offense is going to be good.
Rashi
Rashi Rice goes in the 5th round.
That's
Wow.
pretty. That guy's team is all over the place.
AR-15. Are we keeping an eye on quarterback?
I mean, Kyler is available. He's the next one. I kind of feel like I don't hate. I mean, Kyler is putting up some serious points down the stretch. Let's see if I look at all.
Do we need to draft Kyler here then?
Well,
Might.
probably. Yeah, probably.
James Conner, is he gone? Right? No, he's still available, right?
Yep. He's a little further down the board, and
CJ Stroud goes.
so I think this is, if we want to take Kyler, this is the time. I'm very invested in Kyler, so happy to take more Kyler.
Yeah, I could go either way. Let's see if he gets to us, because I do think.
Wow, Pittman still being here.
What's the it does feel like we should go running back.
I mean, based on what's happening here, the running backs aren't really going. Connor could make it back to us. If he doesn't, do you like Ramondre? It's more just these are the volume guys at this. James Conner, Ramondre Stevenson, Zamir White, to me, they're in a bucket of like high volume dudes.
But Connor, I think at least has some efficiency stuff, and that offense might actually score touchdowns, which it's a little tougher for New England.
But would you rather? Oh, there he goes. Connor gone.
Problem solved.
I like our running back room already.
We don't have any running backs.
That's why I love it.
Tomcat saying Murray time.
Yeah, I think so. The way the board's fallen, knowing that we don't need a 5th receiver. Because if we could start a 5th receiver, Michael Pittman's in the conversation. But I think we go Kyler if he's there.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think these guys are doing? This guy's like, shit, I don't have 4 receivers yet. I got to catch up. They're using the whole clock, which is just an unreal level of disrespect.
Zeke is available. Ryan, can you confirm that?
He is available. He's not. One of the sites I was using to draft has a do not draft queue. They have 2 queues. I think that's kind of nice. If you're going to auto draft, like, oh, Kyler goes. I mean, we keep getting that kind of makes the decision easier, right?
Now we just go running back, right?
Oh, I thought you were going to say 5th receiver. Which running back? I kind of think it's Dalton Kincaid now.
Okay. You talk me into Dalton Kincaid.
It's just an elite guy.
High upside pass catcher.
I think he just went.
Damn it. All right. What do we got, Ryan? What are we doing?
All right. So tight ends out of the. So it's running back David Montgomery, Aaron Jones, Ramondre Stevenson, Raheem Mostert, Najee Harris, Samir White. If we want to do that, tight ends, it's Kittle, Pitts, and Ingram. Wide receiver, it's Pittman, Cooper, Flowers, McLaurin, Pickens. Pretty good.
What about quarterbacks?
Quarterback, it's Love, Prescott, Burrow, Jaden Daniels. So no one that you would need to take. Right? It would be a running back. Which running back do we like? I've taken some Ramondre Stevenson because he's going to be a bell cow there, and I've taken some Zeus White because he's.
Yeah, I guess we go Zamir White. Fuck it.
Zamir White over Stevenson.
Yeah. And then we go with Najee Harris, I think.
You like Najee more than Warren? You were more of a Warren guy.
Yeah, but he's kind of hurt, right?
He's practicing. He's healthy.
Oh, okay.
Makes it a little bit more difficult, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't like Ramondre, huh?
I guess. I don't know. Why was he bad last year?
He got banged up. He had a decent volume though.
His yards per attempt are way down.
No, he was banged up.
Okay.
I mean, the angle against him is that the offense is going to suck. The angle for him is he's going to potentially catch a bunch of passes and things like that. Raheem Mostert's still out there.
I kind of like Mostert.
David Montgomery. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is still banged up.
Yeah, David Montgomery might get a bunch of the goal line stuff, or even Mostert does. Like, I don't know. He had a lot of touchdowns last year.
Yeah, it just seems like they really are giving the ball to. The more that I read, the more that it's like, well, it's going to be Devin Achin. I just don't know if he can stay healthy. Which quarterback do we want? Do we want to take a stab at Taysom or Jaden Daniels? Or do we just grab Joe Burrow?
Yeah, I kind of want to just take Joe Burrow. I don't know. Does everyone? How many quarterbacks are we?
Yeah, one. Why don't we just take fucking Will Levis at the end of the draft?
I like that. Maybe we get. Well,
what do you want to? You building a stack?
I'd say we could take Chig, or I think Tajay Spears is someone should be on our list too.
Yeah.
What round do we think he's going to go in?
I mean, we're kind of in that range where there's a bunch of these running backs. Although I got to be honest, like we're at a point where it's like, David Montgomery. I mean, what's the deal with Gibbs's injury? How confident are we?
Yeah, I don't think it's like season ending, but yeah, certainly it's not good.
Let me see. Damn. Why is Aaron Jones slipping this far? What do you think's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm skeptical, but at some point, maybe we should take him.
I mean, I don't love the idea of having 2 Vikings, but that defense could be pretty bad. T. Higgins going pretty late too.
No, Ryan, no more receivers. We have enough. All right, Ramondre goes. Don't have to think about that. Chris Hall pointing out, yeah, Pittman still being there is crazy.
He's gone now.
Oh, okay.
But he went in the 5th round. It does seem like I might be higher on Pittman than a lot of the world. Dak went. Oh my goodness.
That is a disgusting act.
Right from our cue, Ryan.
Yeah, I would say like Aaron Jones in the 6th round. I mean, I was just looking at one of my FFPC. He's going in like the 3rd, 4th.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not high on him, but I think at round 6, you might have to consider it.
I know. Well, you know what it is? It's the whole like Ty Chandler is 1B, Aaron Jones 1A.
Yeah, I mean that's what scares me off of taking him high. But I mean, how many running? There's been a shit ton of running backs already drafted. And we're on like running back 20 or something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine taking Najee over him. I also like Jerome. Again, I also like Jerome Ford, who's obviously going to be.
Jaden Daniels goes.
Wow.
Are we the last quarterback standing?
No, a couple teams.
I think it's just us and one other team.
It's 3 teams without a quarterback.
You sure?
Yep. 6, 7, and 8.
All right.
I mean that we just don't need to take one. We love Jaleel McLaughlin too.
Yep.
I'm gonna put him in the queue. Just take all our favorite guys. So then for tight end, if we're waiting, we just don't care. Oh, Taysom Hill's a tight end.
All right. Load him up.
Oh, we have Chris Olave. Is that dangerous to have 2 Saints?
Not really. One guy's their goal line.
Calvin Ridley and Michael Pittman in the 5th and 6th. Must listen to the show. Must listen to the show. Kyle Pitt's still available.
Game breaker. Feels like we should go running back here, right?
Yeah, you want to go Najee or Aaron Jones?
Yeah.
Najee.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
I guess are we gonna? Yeah, we should start Najee.
I mean, it's late for Aaron Jones, but there's concern that he's splitting. But I don't. If we're gonna get 2 guys from one team, I'd almost rather draft Najee and Jalen Warren. Aaron Jones goes. I mean, the sniping that's occurring in this draft on both sides.
So Najee Harris.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, Ryan. I'm gonna try and enter my other draft. Let me know if that this logs you out.
Nope. Not logged out yet.
Okay.
What do you double drafting, huh?
Yep.
Unreal level of determination.
Well, try to do everything to get out of this draft, but
people love to have you in their drafts.
Yeah.
Chat saying we should take Pollard.
I mean, I kind of like Tajay better than Pollard, right? Or do you think Tony Pollard's gonna have a good year?
I hear your take, but I think you got to follow the money. They paid him a lot of money. And Sean, the one thing I think you're missing is the year after the year. You have that cowboy funk. It's the year after the serious injury. We said it all year last year. He wasn't going to come back and be the same guy. He wasn't. This is the year after the year.
It's true. But then are we worried we have Will Levis and Tony Pollard?
Yeah, what the fuck do we know? I mean, at this point, Pollard's a bench guy, so. And we probably could do better. Like, we probably could take a different quarterback. I mean, Jerome Ford to me is also like almost as good as any of those guys. Because Jerome Ford, we're considering starting him week 1.
Yeah. Although Brown's offensive line is pretty banged up.
You want to see it first?
Christian Kirk. Okay.
What? That's a horrible pick. I mean, it might be time for us to take the 5th receiver before the receiver pool turns into shit.
No, we got to keep going, Ryan.
What do you mean?
We need some running backs.
What do you got scared? We got 2. I mean, I if we take our 5th receiver here, we're done, and we don't have to worry about taking a shitty one. Brian Thomas. I mean, Chris Godwin's still out there. My God.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Jackson Smith and Jigma, Brian Thomas Jr., Cortland Sutton. D Hop is still out. Oh, that's getting queued up.
Yeah, come on, DeAndre Hopkins
is still there.
But this is what's annoying because when are we going to start Hopkins? I guess it's good.
You're missing the point. You don't want to spend all these extra spots on receivers that just suck.
It's true.
It's nice to have a stable, and plus, remember we can trade in these leagues.
Oh yeah,
these people love trades.
Trades are so fun in fantasy.
So we'll get a sick running back.
Everyone just always declines the trade, or if it does get accepted, the league is outraged.
No,
void that. It's like if 2 people are agreeing to trade, why does that
collusion?
Like, yeah, sure, you shouldn't if it's like if someone's eliminated, but if someone's doing a trade that's bad, who are you to stop them?
Agreed. Kyle Pitts still on the board. George Kittle's still on the board. Evan Ingram's still on the board.
Evan Ingram is interesting. So is Dallas Goedert.
They actually going to use him this year?
Yeah.
Tony Pollard goes. Deontay Johnson still on the board. All right. So which running back are we taking? We got on the board. We have Javonte Williams, which by the way, we should draft Jordan Mason later just because your Christian McCaffrey prediction. Javonte Williams. No. DeAndre Swift. At this point, I'm actually kind of interested.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Robinson Jr., Jalen Warren, Devin Singletary, Chase Brown, Tajay Spears. Do we just take both Steelers running backs? Box it in. It's an Arthur Smith offense.
Seems a bit cute.
These guys are just fucking taking all their sweet time. This is why people hate fantasy. Is this the league we take Jonathan Brooks at the end? Stow him away. Put him on the injured list.
I'm not very I don't really like
he's not taking up a roster spot. Think about it, Sean. It's like a stowaway.
Oh, I'm thinking about it.
Actually, I think the way we do it, don't we go Jerome Ford and Nick Chubb? Lock in that Browns rushing attack. DeAndre Swift gone. Tajay Spears is still out there. Brian Robinson Jr. is still out there. He's not coming off a gunshot wound this year.
That is big.
They're blowing a whistle over there. What? Someone already
Draft
needed a
pause.
timeout. Oh my God. So who are we taking, Sean? You insist on a running back.
No, I don't. Well, who are the receivers available?
Deontay Johnson, Chris Godwin, Jaden Reed, Roma Dunze, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Brian Thomas Jr., Cortland Sutton. We probably could wait there.
DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh yeah, and D Hop. He's very low.
We could probably wait, right?
Might be risky if there's another sharp in here. But the running backs, yeah, I mean, Javonte Williams, Brian Robinson Jr., Devin Singletary, Chase Brown, Tajay Spears, Zach Moss, Austin Eckler, Jerome Ford. Guy like Blake Corum could be interesting later. Guy like Ty Chandler could be interesting later.
Oh yeah.
Put him in the queue. All right, we're about to be up. We're not taking a quarterback. We're passing on receiver. Tight ends, note that Kyle Pitts is available. Are we sure?
No thanks.
Brian Robinson Jr., Jalen Warren, Javonte Williams, Devin Singletary, Tajay Spears. Oh, Kyle Pitts went. Damn.
Do we lock up a tight end here? Joe Burrow goes.
I don't think we need to.
Okay.
Tight end. I think running backs are more interesting here.
What are we doing?
Well, I would. Brian Robinson's interesting to me. Tajay Spears is interesting to me. Taking Jalen Warren and having both Steelers running backs is interesting to me.
Are we ever going to start both them?
Probably not. It's more of if one goes down, we want a piece of that. I like Jerome Ford here. I know it's probably early for most. Brian Robinson probably would be the pick that I would. Or Taj, Brian Robinson just feels like a number one this year.
Tajay Spears in the full point PPR, I like.
You think? See,
super explosive.
I know. I just keep getting. I get worried that he's gonna. Oh, we get a pick. I'll pick Tajay Spears.
All right.
Yeah, the angle for taking both Jalen Warren is Najee Spears. It's just you get one of them. It's a lower ceiling move. Mm.
I don't know. Yeah, Tajay Spears is. I think he could be fun in that offense.
I certainly like his ground game. I worry that Pollard's going to get more of the pass.
Just feels like he's young. He's explosive.
Wearing a cool number.
Yeah,
change his number. Oh my goodness, you got another timeout going on over there. Who do you like more, D Hop or Cortland Sutton?
I mean, Cortland Sutton's he's number one with no competition. Yeah, I definitely like Cortland Sutton.
Brian Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, he's fun. Certainly upside with the Jags. I don't know. Is he going to be the number one? Like, to me, Cortland Sutton could have a pretty damn good season.
Yeah. All right, so we have four.
He could have that Michael Thomas type year.
We have 4 bench spots to fill. Probably. Wait, where did Malik Neighbors go? Okay, I see. 2. Yeah, so we have 4 bench spots. We probably have. So we're gonna have 5 running backs on our, or 2 receivers and 4 running backs on our bench. Sound about right? Wow, look at there's a lot of dinging going on over there.
Sorry, just got Jonathan Taylor and AJ Brown.
Nice job.
Thank you.
How many teams are in that league?
10.
Oh my God, your team's going to be amazing.
Yeah. Till I stop updating it. Shout out to Cody Zeeb.
Is he going to manage it for you?
Yeah, maybe. Deontay Johnson.
People starting to snag that extra receiver now. That team has 3 receivers.
Seems less optimal. You have Chris Godwin, Amari Cooper, Brandon Ayuk.
Just harder to find the receivers.
Yeah.
That's not a bad team. Dak Prescott stands out as being a bad pick.
Jaden Reed, Odunze. Do we go receiver here, Ryan?
This might be the time to so we don't have to worry about taking a shitty one. Which one? All right. So the conversation is D Hop, although we have Spears now, Brian Thomas or Cortland Sutton. And I'd probably put Jackson Smith and Jigba in there too. Young guy thing. A little bit more competition. Brian Thomas Jr. is the rookie. Like we don't know. And Cortland Sutton's probably the best. It's not as a breakout pick, but it does seem like
he's also, if you want to talk about a guy who might get 30% targets.
Yeah, you're right. No, I got him in the queue.
I mean, he did have 10 receiving touchdowns in that Sean Payton offense with Russ Wilson throwing him.
Why do you think people are down on him?
Because they just are auto fading the Broncos and not looking into it. They're out on the Broncos offense because it's a rookie quarterback.
Also, if Jaden, I mean, fucking shit. Why is Jaylen Warren still falling?
Yeah.
Well, we can take Jaylen Warren, Najee Harris, and Cordero Patterson and make sure we have the running game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I played in a contest or like a fantasy contest last year where you got positional groups. So you didn't have to play the players. You just got like Pittsburgh Steeler running back. Devin Singletary goes. Jake Ferguson goes. Yeah, it kind of feels like the right time to take our last receiver, right?
Yeah. Then we can go tight end and then just running back bullets.
Yeah, we never have to start a running back in our flex. So bye week wise, Jefferson 6, Olave 12, Devonta 5, Neighbors 11. We're good. So Sutton, final answer if he's there.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's got to take a full minute though first. I don't hate the idea of taking one of these guys that's on the IR for running back and stowing them like Chubb or Jonathan Brooks. All right, didn't get sniped. Cortland Sutton.
Fire.
5 receivers, perfect. Probably could have gone Pittman or Ridley a couple rounds earlier, but we'll be all right. How's your other draft going?
Let's see here. Yeah, I got AJ Brown and Taylor. I don't really care about whoever else drafts, whatever they're gonna do.
You gonna draft Jalen Hurts?
I might.
Or is it all Eagles fans? It's gonna be tough to get him.
Xavier Worthy, huh?
It was a little downtime. I figured I'd bring out the Kyle Juszczyk helmet. People want to talk about it.
We were randomly in the office and the Super Bowl came on.
Yep. Smash. Let's see, can I ISO? Oh, look at that.
Beautiful, Ryan.
Woo! It's smoking my weed.
What's that noise?
That was the compressor.
Oh. Really excited for the college football episode, Ryan. A lot of skeletons in the closet we got to sort out.
Whose skeletons?
No, just a lot of ice cold takes from last week's episode.
What we're pulling out the rearview mirror. Colby's probably getting nervous out there, getting ready to start the college experience. We'll have to let him know that the they out there is these people in this draft taking 15 minutes to draft their kicker. I mean, he used the entire clock to draft Jackson Smith and Jigba. I will say there's some teams that are nervous about their wide receiver depth. Team 1 only has 3 receivers. Oh, Jonathan Brooks goes. Someone else is on to the trick. So which running back are we taking next round, Sean? Because almost every team also has a tight end. Every team has a quarterback. So is there a quarterback we like? Brock Purdy, Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Kirk Cousins, Stafford, Herbert. We just take Will Levis, right? At this point? Or do we want to take one of those other guys? Jared Goff, maybe?
Jared Goof?
It's just not fun.
Who are the quarterbacks available?
Purdy, Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Kirk Cousins, Matthew Stafford, Justin Herbert, Geno Smith, Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield, Will Levis, Sam Darnold, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones. I mean, what a steal.
Drafted Mike Evans in this draft, right?
Nice. I think we just wait on quarterback. D Hop's not going to get drafted. Should almost draft him just to trade him. Jerome Ford next.
In my other team, team, I got Josh Allen, AJ Brown, Mike Evans, Jonathan Taylor.
Sounds fun.
Just going BPA. Not thinking strategy at all.
Vlad McConkey.
Oh my God!
Guy seems racist. All right, running backs: Jalen Warren, Chase Brown, Austin Eckler, Jerome Ford, Gus Edwards, Blake Corum.
Sorry, read it again.
Blake Corum, Gus Edwards, Trey Benson, Jerome Ford, Austin Eckler, Chase Brown.
I mean, Blake Corum, Austin Eckler, Jerome Ford. I think all those guys are interesting.
Jerome Ford is our next pick.
All right.
Unless you want to take D Hop.
No. Is there a quarterback? What? Any quarterback with rushing upside?
Caleb Williams count?
Hmm.
Daniel Jones?
No.
You asked the question. Justin Fields?
I mean, we should probably draft him.
I mean, does Will Levis not have rushing upside? Guy feels like he's going to run a little bit, right? David Njoku goes. All right, now officially everyone has a tight end but us.
Okay.
Oh no, there's one more team. Team 10 doesn't have a tight end.
We should get Goddard now.
I guess that's all right then, because we're not going to start Smith week 1. We'll start Goddard.
Don't you think we should take that? I mean, what tight ends are left?
Goddard, Brock Bowers, Dalton Schultz, Pat Fryermuth, Luke Musgrave, Taysom Hill, Kate Otten, Isaiah Likely, Chig.
Those are fun in like deeper leagues, but Goddard, no competition at the tight end spot, right?
Is now the time to take him?
I mean, yeah, we can probably do another running back. If everyone has a tight end, I don't know who's going to be taking him.
Fuck. Whole draft's ruined.
Jerome Ford.
God damn it.
I don't like his receivers though.
Chase Brown, Austin Eckler, Gus Edwards, Blake Corum, Trey Benson, Nick Chubb, Chuba Hubbard, Julian McLaughlin.
Blake Corum's could be really good.
Yeah, I like him. I like guys that will either be boom or bust. I also like Chase Brown. I mean, I know you like him.
Yeah.
There's not much depth between him. It's like him and Zach Moss, and that's it.
Yeah. They, who's their third, P Ryan or no, P Ryan's on the Chiefs. They, whoever they cut, then they, guy took Brock Purdy. So someone has two quarterbacks ahead of us.
That's dumb. We're committing to this Will Levis thing, right?
Yeah. Or Caleb Williams, but I like Will Levis.
Yeah. One guy's in his second year. One guy isn't. Gus Edwards goes. Should we take Blake Corum or should we take Chase Brown or should we take Dallas Goedert?
Blake Corum.
Yeah. This is the kind of guy we should be drafting. Fill our bench up with guys like this. Trey Benson too, probably. Ty Chandler, Jordan Mason. We got a lot of guys still. And we don't even need to draft Carson Steele in this league. Do we want to draft Chubb just to put him on the IR?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should draft Carson Steele though.
I don't think we have a bench spot for him. We only have 2 more bench spots.
How many players do we have total? Or bench spots, I guess.
6.
6?
2 receivers, 4 running backs.
No, we already have 5 receivers. I thought we were drafting any more receivers.
No, I'm saying we have 2 receivers on the bench.
Oh.
And then 4 spots for running backs. That's a good receiver pick right there. Look at how. That's a great pick.
So how many more picks do we have total?
We have 2 more bench spots, and then we need a quarterback and a tight end, plus the bullshit.
Plus kicker defense.
Yeah, which I wonder if it doesn't make me take a kicker, then we'll do the move where we take Chubb and another guy, and then put Chubb on the IR, and then. Yeah, I think.
Who's the kicker for the Saints, Ryan? That's who we got to get.
Yeah, that was a great handicap from Vegas, Matty. Is it Lutz still?
I think so.
That's a sign. The handicap is Derek Carr is horrible in the red zone. So you want to stack Carr with with this kicker.
Yeah. I think we do get our tight end next, right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. If you want to, I mean, whatever.
What time are we out of here, Ryan? I told you it wouldn't be done at 6.
I mean, we could be done now. No one cares about these last couple picks. No one cares at all about this, but they're being kind watching. No one actually cares.
Let's go. Lutz is in Denver, according to.
Oh, damn it. I'm not doing the bare knuckles, so I stopped studying the kickers.
Ryan's opting out of football this season.
The bare knuckles just didn't fill. That's how sad times. People don't want to do a draft without notes anymore.
Blake Grupe is the kicker for the Saints. I have a feeling he'll be available in the last round.
Okay. Yeah, they couldn't get 12 people to do the bare knuckle this year.
Nick Chubb goes, Ryan.
Fuck.
Do we? Are there any? What other running backs do we like?
What do you mean? There's plenty. Austin Eckler's still out there. Trey Benson. Chuba Hubbard, Zach Charbonnet, Jaleel McLaughlin, Ty Chandler, Jordan Mason. We should take Jordan Mason. So when McCaffrey gets
no 100%. I think he should be one of our bench spots, Jordan Mason.
all right. Why don't we just take him next so we don't get sniped?
That's fine.
What's your take on Austin Eckler?
Yeah, he's fine too.
He just went. Yeah, so I would say if Trey Benson has nice upside, because if Connor goes down, you love McLaughlin, but we already have a Bronco, and he might not have the biggest role. Ty Chandler, he's in I think we just take Jordan Mason. Actually, let's not get cute.
Yep.
But we're gonna take we'll take Goddard first, unless you don't want Goddard.
I like Goddard. Do we worry who? There's only one guy who needs a tight end, right?
These guys.
I mean, they're already drafting backup quarterbacks. So
if you look at the ADP, Goddard's like kind of right at the top almost. So you probably can't risk it unless we want to end up with. We could have Taysom Hill be one of our bench spots. He's a backup quarterback and tight end.
You like the positional flexibility.
I mean, in best ball, it is stupid. Oh my God, someone just took a kicker. What's going on? Yeah, Brock Bowers just went backup tight end. Or no, that's the last team that needed a tight end. So you got lucky.
So someone already got a backup tight end?
No. He didn't. He had a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was the last team that needed a tight end. So we're taking Goddard here. So he's not hurt. This questionable tag's fake.
He's a little banged up. Yeah.
Really? So should we maybe think about a different tight end? Or?
I'm not worried.
Okay. Dalton Schultz, Pat Fryermuth, Luke Musgrave. Josh Palmer just.
It's interesting.
All right, I'm gonna take Goddard. Trey Benson went. All right, I think we do.
Goddard, let's go, baby.
Oh, we should have taken Mason. He just went. Fuck.
Yeah, I said take Jordan Mason. You're the one who went Goddard.
No, you said you wanted Goddard.
Oh, I do want Goddard, but you're the one who's supposed to know.
He was at the top of the ADP. He would have gone. Someone's going to take a backup tight end here.
That is crazy. All right, Ryan, should we say goodbye and hop on here?
Now we can say goodbye. There's nothing to talk about here. We're going to take 2 more running backs. Bing, bang, boom. We're out of here.
All right. Hey, thank you everyone for hanging out, watching a little high stakes fantasy draft. We'll see you in 2 hours, 10 minutes of talking college football.
Let's be reasonable.
Week 2 picks.
I have a feeling Colby's going to make us late now.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money. He's Ryan.
We'll see you in a couple hours.
Kramer, let it ride.